So we start a meditation together in our circle, in our group, whether you're on YouTube, Zoom or in person, it makes no difference. For our work, of course, unites all of us in a higher aspect of self. We are all together outside of time and space, in this circle of love which we have created along with the Arcturians and so many beings of light. They are, of course, with us now, but let us begin in ourselves by bringing our focus to our breath. Let's just take some time now to rest within the body, to breathe, not to change the breath, not to wish to do any exercises or anything with it. Let go of all practices, all that you have learned of how to do and what to do, as you let go so much that you allow the breath to take care of itself. For you are simply the observer as you observe your body, as you observe the breath. Simply let it be. Come into this place within which the breath leads you to. You begin to experience your own beingness, your consciousness, not as a human physical being, but as a being of light, a being of infinite consciousness. As we breathe and expand, so much more of oneself comes into this experience as more and more of you comes into the now, that eternal now. I am the eternal presence, the infinity of my own being as I experience myself, the self within, free from boundaries, free from limitation, in an ever-expanding consciousness. There is such a knowing within you that you are so much more than what is contained in the physical vessel. And it is your physical vessel, your grounding into this earth, which allows you to connect both above and below. This connection is made through the breath, for we have all been working together for a little while. We all open and receive these energies. And as we enter into this higher frequency, it is so wonderful to know that there is nothing required of us. There is nothing we have to do, nothing we have to get. We can simply be at peace, at rest in our own beingness. We simply breathe. The higher energies increase within us in this flow that we enter into as we give up the need to do, and as we rest within our heart space, we feel peace. Within our hearts there is no need for words, for explanation. It is simply peace that comes from the heart's acceptance of what is. You, the observer of what is in any moment, in any place, at any time, removed from the identification the human aspect has with what is taking place outside of oneself. The distraction of what is taking place within, as we usually spend our time in our ego mind, distracted by one's thoughts, one's emotions, one's actions. Such an identification there. And we even become aware of the identification we have with our past. But the heart, the high heart, is apart from all of this, as is the higher mind, simply the observer, the awareness of what is taking place in the human aspect. And it is this flow of the divine that is moving through us, this higher dimensional energy that allows us this experience of being pure consciousness. Let us just rest in our own consciousness as you experience the light within growing, expanding, increasing within you. Maybe you feel a little afraid to be at peace. But as you increasingly surrender, it becomes so blissful. You feel so safe, comforted, protected. And you increasingly become aware of the presence of many beings around you. So many angels and archangels here with us, as well as the star beings. As we open to their awareness, to their presence, so our frequency rises until we can resonate with the frequency they have lowered, that we may match their frequency, that they may enter in our very own hearts, being filled with energy, with presence, with consciousness from other realms. As we enter more and more into this frequency that can resonate with those coming close to us, we feel within a growing feeling of oneness. How we are all one with each other. As the higher beings enter into you or come very close to you, you feel that they are not separate from you. You feel your oneness with them, the unity of all creation. We are all simply one part of one whole. And as we experience this higher realm of connection, Gaia is also there. You may be experiencing her energy rising from below, upwards into your heart. Her energy is all around you, her consciousness. And you are a part of her, your divine consciousness, your divine self, unifying with the resonance of Gaia's consciousness. And we simply breathe, nothing to do, and all this is experienced by moving within, for everything exists within, to be accessed through entering ever more deeply into the high heart. There is no limit to how deeply within you can go. And the more deeply within you go, the more that opens up before you, within you, the whole universe accessed through your heart. So the Divine Mother energy, the Divine Feminine, comes to us through non-doing. And when it unites with the Divine Masculine, we then have the perfect balance of receiving and doing. And all doing comes from a place of awareness, of presence, from within the heart. You find what you wish for in life changes. One's greatest wish becoming to join spirit with matter, to be a spiritual being in a material world. As this takes place, life becomes joyful and peaceful. You experience bliss within and the beauty of your connection to nature, to the earth, to all her kingdoms. Outside of separation, you are one with all that exists. And this new awareness, this higher dimensional experience, requires acceptance of all that is. To accept all without judgment, without wishing to change it. For it is loving acceptance which brings forgiveness, that then allows for change to take place of its own. For there is no limit to what the divine can do when we let go of our third dimensional constraints. And so we are together in this new moon, bringing the possibility of new beginnings, freedom from old constraints. So let us rest in the freedom that we feel when we are in a higher frequency. So feel the sensations within your body, your presence within the body. Come down into your foundation and through your legs and feet into your connection to the earth. As you come into the material world, filled with spirit, bringing spirit into matter as it enters every cell of your body. So without disconnecting, of course, from the spirit within, begin to open your eyes.